All right, we are live again. Day 2 of the 2025 Garland Qualifier. We've got Heat versus TCQC. And we should be in for a good one here. Heat really looking to move the ball around before going in for that goal. That drive will not succeed. It's knocked down before being beat. TCQC takes over.
I understand that, but he should have. But like that's the key where time. So it's stuff. Your job is to from the bad and
TCQC really looking to move around the outside, trying to find that angle in. I want to fly way over the top. Out of bounds, Heat ball.
they don't have
Heat not wasting any time setting up this offense. Oh, beat the defender out with a quick goal on that low hoop. Excellent coordination for Heat, and that'll be our first score of the game. Look to drive it first. They'll take it and just takes one extra step backwards over the middle line, and that'll use up their reset. Be careful not to do that again. Still looking for that opening. And that beat and that offensive drive. Heat staying together is a really cohesive unit on defense, making it hard to find an angle. Oh, and it looked like TCQC had ended that offense right there with some good defending, but a quick assist from the beater meant that they had to drop the ball. But a keeper hits the ball like that, they can have drive because they have that immunity, but just a chaser, you're still vulnerable to those beats. So good heads up play from Heat. That'll be another 10 points. 20-0. Take it to the ground, tackle. Beater play behind the play. Oh, and that shot is knocked down. That Heat defense proving impenetrable so far.
That's all.
Oh, the distance shot goes in. That's 3-0. Looks like a quick stoppage. Might be for a ball off pitch. I gotta get that dodgeball back on the field, and we'll get back at it. Oh, excuse me, trying to go for the quick strike, but it will not fall. Have to come up with something new to get around that defense. Taking their time with this one. Just walking the ball up, letting the play develop. Looking for the moment where they'll make their strike. Oh, quick strike to the medium hoop. And the shutout continues. TCQC looking to move faster now. Trying to take advantage of some mismatch in the beater play. And that was deflected again. They'll get a second chance here, though. Passing across the beat won't fall. And now TCQC's on the board for their first points of the game, 7 minutes in. Obviously, a lot of game left to play, but you have to be very, very pleased with how the game's gone so far if you're Heat. It looks like they might have just added another 10 points. See what the call is here. Might be some third dodgeball interference here. So it looks like that will negate the goal. See where that dodgeball gets turned over. So that'll be dodgeball control for TCQC as they start their attack. So another 10 points, easier that time. TCQC looking to make this more of a game. Looks like Heat will bring the ball around the back. Pass over. Won't fall to anyone. Beater will try to keep the play. Kicked ahead by the keeper, TCQC, before the chaser gets a hold of it on Heat. Good attempt from TCQC trying to capitalize on the errant pass. But the defense was on top of it as usual. Shooting there, result in a goal in the middle hoop. 10 more for Heat.
I tried. I'm here for you. Yeah. But
Taking their time, feinting for a big pass or a big shot, which dumps off to the side. Couple quick passes there. Really trying to shift that ball around the field. But when it comes to the middle, it's again knocked down by that middle chaser. Number 2 on heat, just on top of things. Nothing gives the reset for this drive. So it goes over the midline. TCQC tries again. Blocked again as Heat goes for their counterattack, but that errant pass will slow things up, but only for a moment. Keeping it alive, passing it along, but TCQC will get it now. Back to the keeper, and that drive's over. Oh, but a quick tackle immediately upon leaving the keeper zone. No call on that. Looked like a clean play, but Peter will resolve that situation. Clean-ish. Oh, good punch out. Defender. Get it right. Oh, you said and the result is another Heat goal. 60-20 as we were over the midline. Up 11:30. Less than 10 to go.
just got control by next start. That's my chaser!
Another block.
I don't get it. Yeah, it's not stopping out. On ground defense, Trent.
Taking their time. They look to extend their lead. Trying to make something happen in the middle of the field for dishing off to the right. It's deflected, but the Heat chaser gets it anyway and is able to put it through. A lot of points off these second chances. And TCQC will take a timeout. Look to regroup a little bit. We're 13 minutes in. Score currently 70-20.
And I Chris, if they score on Trent, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Trust me. He would put his hands up. Trust me. It wouldn't be good. It's the sun. Big part. Big frosty. Yeah.
TCQC looking to advance and cut that deficit.
I'm
Good ball.
Kaiser, do something!
That one will fall. Goal on the penalty.
There you go, Kaiser!
10 points. TCQC.
Got the harder, Kaiser! You're made for trees, Trey! I'm open.
Oh, good tackle brings down Chaser. Speeders have to get the ball to resolve this. And the Heat Chaser still manages to get the ball out for what looks like it's being ruled a goal. We got to stop from the head referee and we'll see what the call is
That was all you, Trey. Good work.
Those second chances are just getting so many points for Heat. Even when TCQC makes a good stop to begin with, they get a goal like they just did. It's confirmed. So 50-point goal between the two teams to just over 14 minutes.
Uh-oh. Everybody, Trent's behind hoops. Uh-oh. 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 We're scoring. Uh-oh. No, Casey.
Pass back to the center. They're still looking for an opening.
There you go, Kaiser!
Jump. Big 10 points. TCQC.
I can't. Flip around on the other side. I am not for
He's looking at their beaters. This offense, they go in. That shot will not fall. That one will.
Don't worry about me. Sure. I don't care. Fuck this guy. Yeah. I was back. Yeah. Still wearing your yellow. Are you seeing? Sorry, live stream. Yeah. Go back to the style. Let's go, Trey! Uh-oh, Trey has big down.
Music still moving up all around, still looking for that angle in. So he gives them vanishing chances. That distance shot will get knocked down, turned over.
Pulling the top hit right on the stick.
TCQC calling back to trees again. Trying to make them get up close and personal for those shots. Beaters do their work there. That's a successful defense.
Nah, bro, you stuck there. Oh, wait, no, guys, you're my national team leader. Yeah.
Depends on where the dodgeballs are. We got some spirited fans today.
Spirited?
Spirited.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm only cheering for you. Oh, I'm
Close range shot is knocked down again. His keeper takes over and goes for a fast break. Sprinting up the middle. Will he be stopped? No. Quick 10 points right through the middle.
Beat the belt?
Absolutely.
Oh, sweet. Oh, man. Jones in the way. Okay. Good action here so far.
Yes,
Control.
you are being blessed with a commentator who is not me.
Twin Cities with control coming up here. Twin Cities done a really good job so far maintaining control, considering the Heat has multiple Team USA beaters. Jackson Johnson is out there right now. Just saw him complete a crazy beat behind the hoops where it hit off somebody's ankle and right back into his hands. Something I can only prescribe is magic.
Right.
Balls here on the left-hand side. Max Myers up top calling for the screen. Switch over there, holds on to it. Trying to see if he can draw that beater out. He's not going to be able to. The defensive set's not going to let that happen. Rotation over. Kaiser swings back on the ball. It pops off behind and a slight bobble. And Ross, and oh man, it looks like it's Blackwood jumps over the top of a chaser from Twin Cities. She's looking for her headband. She finds it. It's in her hair. And Jay Stewart is going to bring the ball up. Good to stop. Good stop by Heat on that one. Exploding off that hoop is always going to be paramount, especially when the ball goes right behind. Because if Blackwood had not done that, that would have been an easy goal in setup here. Beater exchange up top. Twin Cities maintains control. Ball's rotating around. John Molina's trying to get at Lauren Curry, it looks like. Has her wrapped up. He's beat. Dropping back all the way down there. Trees formation, Trees defense from Twin Cities up front. Quick beat by Kaiser. Jackson is going to try and put some pressure to him. He doesn't fall for it. Jay Stewart's going to rotate all the way back behind, looking at Alyssa Villalba, who is now being tracked down by a beater. Back over to Carlos Parado, former Team USA DA member as well. Pop up front, tackle made, pass made. Jay Stewart deflects one, tries to deflect two, is going to be called beat, and Twin Cities comes up with a stop, and now they're on a run. Max Myers turning up the juice here, looking at that small hoop, and he hits it. And as you can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear it over here. Many people, as we always comment every time we see Max Myers really open up the gas tank, he is so fast. He is so fast. One of the fastest players in this entire game. Blackwood looking middle. Nice pass after the pick and roll. And Carlos is going to finish up top. Blackwood and Carlos, both alums of UTSA. Both former Team USA DA members, too.
Yeah,
It's a quick timeout. Carlos is former. Blackwood current. Current, my bad. The development is continuing with Blackwood, even though he is already one of the premier defenders in this game. Quick timeout. Couldn't tell who it was by, but so far we've seen Twin Cities kind of flip this one on its head. Heat has found a new life because they're kind of drawn even in the beater game, so they're utilizing some more modern techniques, aka throwing screens at people, which if you're not familiar with the rules about screens in quad ball, currently it's essentially like you're able to throw a lead block as a fullback. As a football player, you can kind of infinitely reset your screen, but we saw there's Carlos Parado was able to set a screen for Blackwood. He rolled inside, and a quick scoop from Blackwood left him wide open, and he was able to take that shot as he was falling down. Carlos Parado, formerly of Pegasus, who unfortunately couldn't make it to this regional. We'll see if they can make it to another one and then earn their bid to U.S. Quad Ball Cup 25 coming up. Gonna be fun. This one, this matchup is key here. This is the 2-3. We saw earlier on this field the 4-5 matchup between the newest members of the Southwest region, the Texas Copperheads, who faced off against Chaos, a team that is truly chaotic in so many different ways, mainly off the fact that they are immensely talented. From top to bottom, they have Naresh out there leading them. A lot of Team India players on their squad and on their roster. That's important, getting some chemistry built up, because in a couple of months, in July, IQA has announced World Cup. we're back, baby, every 2 years. Quad Ball World Cup going to be in Belgium. Going to be a lot of fun. I'm trying to make it out there myself. But that was the 4-5 matchup. Chaos did come out victorious in that one. They've advanced on to face off against the Warriors, who are the reigning runner-ups 2 years ago. The national champions. Last year, they lost to Boom Train, who was able to claim their first championship ever as a club program. And the first champion that is from the Midwest in the history of quad ball as well. Key situation here. It looks like if you look at that mid-size hoop for Twin Cities on the left-hand side, Casey Beaver standing in front of it, Jay Stewart behind her, and Mel Kite also standing directly in front of her. Great positioning up front for an offensive set. Control is with Heat. Jackson Johnson, don't know if he's on camera right now, but Jackson Johnson and Bailey Fields are both off camera, but they do have the dodgeballs after the 20, going into the 20-minute mark here. Looks like it's going to be Trenton Pescaro, the Hustle King, out there for the seeker position for Twin Cities. And as usual, one of the best in the game as well, John Alvarez Jr. for Heat. They're bubbling over here on the left-hand side. They got Chase Contreras of Texas Copperheads out there playing flag runner. Flip the ball over. Tyler Walker, who typically is a beater, one of the best beaters in the history of this game. As a matter of fact, some people would argue, former Team USA member. And it looks like John Alvarez has got a pull. Engaged up top on the shoulder, rolled over, and Chase is going to get pulled on that one. Look pretty clean. And that's going to be 35 points to Heat more than likely in a couple of seconds. Twin Cities, in the very short flag on pitch period, was able to score 1 goal. Remember, it's +6 off of the team that was leading in this situation. The catch from John Alvarez Jr. is good. I believe that is his 3rd one on the weekend, and that's out of a possible 5, if I'm not mistaken. So 3 for 5 is good. The other one was caught by, I want to say, Christian Cortez, was coming off of an ACL tear, more importantly, a little bit over a year ago. Great to see him back out here. Flip over. Jackson's going to flip control and drive his head now. Jay Stewart right through the hoop. And that's going to be 4. That's going to be a 40-point swing. In the slow style, the fast style is when you get the goal right before and then you get the pull right after. The 40-point swing after the fact. So 2 more, and Heat is going to be able to claim victory in this one. I'm pretty sure they were up at the 20-minute mark, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody has a score update.
Looks like currently they're 155 to 60.
155 to 60. We have the deadliest defense, many would say, in quad ball, even though Twin Cities just made it look pretty easy. They were running trees with control, something that has become more and more common as you face off against club players who are shot happy, and Twin Cities loves them a good shot. They've never seen a shot not worth taking. Twin Cities going to be out here at 2-2 in terms of the zone because they do have one dodgeball. Cody Narvitson out there. Podolski typically plays beater, out there playing chaser. Rotation back up top. Tyler almost with the interception, but it's going to be a reset from Heat. Jay Stewart on the far left-hand side. He's got Jackson right in front of him. Bailey to his right-hand side. Shot taken, shot made from Jay Stewart, and it looks like a recycle on the way here. Bailey's been beat, so they're going to have at least one dodgeball. Narvitson running back. All 3 dodgeballs are behind Heat's hoops as Twin Cities is running down here real quick. Pass from Max Myers over to Tyler Walker. Looking right behind over to Podolski. He's running down by Bailey Fields. They're run down by Bailey Fields. Pass over the top, looking for a goal here. Wrapped up by Sammy Garza, forces the turnover, and Jay Stewart down on the run, baby. A floater, and is it good? It's going to be called no good on that one, just a bit too high over the hoop. And Twin Cities lives to see another day. I will say, unfortunately, Lauren Curry beat as a struggle for a dodgeball with Bailey Fields. Ends up with Jackson Johnson coming over and cleaning her up real quick. See if Heat decides to try and press. I see Jackson lurking outside the keeper zone, walking his way forward. He's going to try and meet Narvitson at mid-pitch. If he takes out Cody Narvitson, he's going to immediately try and run towards the quad ball. We'll see how this works out. He's going for him. He throws at it. The ball's behind the hoops. Pass over. Ball's popped out. Max Myers versus Jay Stewart, 2 of the fastest players in this game. And it looks like they're going to say Jay Stewart's back to hoops, and it's going to be an inbound for Twin Cities behind it with a beater in front. Max is going to be beat before he can even attempt the pass. Remember, you have 5 seconds before you have to enter the field of play. So I don't know why Max didn't just wait and throw the ball back up top. Movement over, Jay Stewart running. Looking middle, screen set by Blackwood, a beat by Jackson behind hoops. That one's going to be wide as it goes to the bottom left portion of the middle hoop and then hooks under. John Molina back into the field of play. Jackson Johnson back out there as well. I mean, staying out there as well. I think he's played the entirety of this game. As they draw nearer to that possible matchup with Warriors, we're going to see a lot more Jackson as this goes on. Casey Beavers at center hoop. I'm sure you've seen her get a couple of blocks out here. That's why she's on Team USA. Max Meyer over to the left-hand side. Pass over to Trenton Piscaro. Look at middle. Jumps up. And Trenton, one of the best athletes for Twin Cities, goes top shelf and gets a goal as Twin Cities trying to fight their way back into this one. The reigning Southwest Regional champs with their possible run for a back-to-back on the line here. Molina gets a tap on Max Myers, but it turns over the dodgeball. He gets beat on his quad, and he's running out here. Blackwood looking across, gets it over to Jay Stewart. Can he run it down before it goes out of bounds? He can. He tiptoes down the sideline, back up to Mel Kite. Twin Cities showing 2-2 zone. Tyler Walker going to shoot out there. Blackwood going to tip it over to Beavers. Beavers running the edge. Gets around. Misses that goal as it hooks to the outside. That one was no good, but there's going to be a discussion about it. One goal ref called it good. One AR called it good, but it was because of the angle. It looks like it does go through it. But everybody else, yeah, it's called no good on that one. Blackwood with the ball. Trenton standing right in front of the hoop that he's aiming at. Looking for the cut middle, around the edge, tucks the ball, looks for the shot, hooks down, too much downward force, high release point, missed that one. Jay Stewart on the run, looking middle, gets that one, quick, easy bucket. And I think we're going to check to see if that's game point, right? Oh, looks like one of the ARs is saying that Jay Stewart was no good on the shot taken there. Hard to believe. But once again, they don't pay me the big bucks like they do these refs out here.
Maybe they should.
No. I would just waste it on energy drinks. Obviously. Look, they don't test in this sport for a reason. And for everybody else sitting at home, that makes no sense to you. And we're going to keep it that way. They're going to turn over a dodgeball. And they're going to, oh, I know what this is. They're going to say this is no good because of a beater foul. And they're going to give the ball to Twin Cities. That's always tough. When a beater foul takes a bucket off the board. Narveson walking up the pitch here. Taylor Tracy into the game for the first time since the flag was pulled. Maya Heimbaugh, who a lot of people big fan of her out here. One of the most tenacious players in this game. Tyler looking over. Great curl. Pass behind to Trenton again. Can he pull it off? And that's back-to-back buckets with Trenton Piscaro. Taylor Tracy with a quick tap in on him after he scored. But as we all know, Trenton never gets tired. It's just not in his DNA. It's also because he lives in a high elevation area as well. So, ball's rotating over to the right-hand side. Mel Kite looking for a shot. She takes it and hits it. That was classic Mel Kite for the game winner on that one. And Heat will advance on to the Southwest Regional Championship. Southwest Qualifier Championship, where they will face off against the number 1 seeded Warriors.
You don't know that, us? They got chaos again.